Califano standing by. We're not ignoring you, Caleb. I know you've been doing a lot of legwork here locally. Going to check in with you, but Stephen, we want to get to some breaking news right now. CrowdStrike, who seems to be at the center of this global cyber outage. If you're not familiar, CrowdStrike, an American cybersecurity company based out of Austin, Texas. The CEO is working right now with customers on this global outage, and the CEO releasing a statement saying that a fix has been deployed. Want to read some of this? The CEO, his name is George Kurtz, said the IT issue causing a global outage, it's been identified, and that a fix has been deployed, saying the cybersecurity company is actively working with customers hit by this outage and issue. And they're saying, Stephen, it is not a security incident or a cyber attack. You have more on this full statement.
Yeah, I want to read this slowly because this is a big update from CrowdStrike, so bear with me here. It says, quote, CrowdStrike is actively working with customers impacted by a defect found in a single content update for Windows hosts. Mac and Linux hosts are not impacted. This is not a security incident or cyber attack. The issue has been identified, isolated, and a fix has been deployed. Now, here's the thing. They say they refer customers to support portals for the latest updates. They'll continue to provide complete organizations and ensure that they're communicating with CrowdStrike representatives through official channels, so they're talking to anyone affected here. It says our team is fully mobilized to ensure the security and stability of CrowdStrike customers. I think the headline there is them saying that this was not a security incident or cyber attack.
You know, this incident started just after 1 a.m. and this statement released, what, in the last 5 minutes? Right. So just now hearing from the CEO of CrowdStrike, can only imagine what it's been like for that CEO this morning as they have been trying to figure out what's going on and impacting major companies. All right, again, not ignoring you. I know you've been doing a lot of legwork because we've been checking on things at home, and a lot of times when stuff like this happens, we want to know what is working, what is okay. You've been calling around 911. You've been really focusing on safety, 911 systems, sheriff's offices, and hospitals. So I know you've got a little bit of an update for us. What are you finding out?
When the first thing you check when things go down like this is the safety, and of course we called the 911. We called all 5 of our counties: Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River, Palm Beach County, Okeechobee County as well. So far, all of their 911 systems are working. We did hear about problems with Indian River County. Right. Earlier this morning, it seems those problems have been resolved, so everything is working smoothly there. We've been hearing about really 911 systems across the country that were having issues earlier, but it seems like at least in our region, things are working smoothly with 911. Hospitals, it's a little more of a complicated issue. I've called a number of hospitals across the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast, JFK North. They say they are working smoothly. But one that's interesting is I just got off the phone with Cleveland Clinic up in Indian River County, and this is all according to an operator I called. They said at this time they can take calls, but they're having difficulty making calls back out, which kind of shows the complications of this issue. It seems like one hospital system may be fine, another hospital system may have everything going smoothly except for some small little things, but really there's so many aspects here.
And I think that's also the confusing part of it while people are waking up. The same with our business. They're saying media outlets affected. Here we're on air, we're making calls, we've got internet access, we're able to use our phones, but our graphics system is kind of having some issues. So it's like the layers of technology. In our world, it's kind of a layer of technology that maybe you and I don't use on a daily basis, but it still affects our product, it affects what we're doing. So it's interesting how perhaps, we don't know, it's not confirmed, that phones could be an issue and how they're run at particular businesses.
You're right, and you said in our world, this is affecting worldwide. So it's not just hospital systems across Palm Beach's Treasure Coast. London.
That's what you're saying in Europe. I actually have this AP, if you don't mind me reading, Caleb. The Associated Press reporting Britain National Health Service's global internet outage causing problems at most doctors' offices across England, glitch hitting the appointments and patient record system across the public health system there, because that's what you said, that's what you're seeing as you're digging in big time issues in the healthcare system over in Europe.
And at this time also, it's different time over there. You know, their day's already started. Here, this happened, we saw the first time things at 1 o'clock in the morning. As the day moves along, there's going to be more patients going in. There may be more issues with, patient inflow and outflow. You just don't know until, the day starts to move slowly. But from what I've checked with the operators in some of these hospitals, their computer systems are fine. There may be some small issues with cameras or if they can take calls, but they can't make calls.
And I think it's important in talking transparency about how we do our jobs. A lot of times we're directed to people who handle media, who handle us journalists, and we've put calls into them, but they also are gathering information. So a lot of times we're just making calls, talking to, people who are working the front desk overnight, people who are answering the phones, just trying to say, hey, what is it like for you guys? So I would imagine we're going to get some more official statements
Exactly.
as the time progresses this morning, as some people who handle the media, people who are in charge of getting us information get in, they'll have more of an official statement. And as soon as we get that, of course, we'll share it with you.
Of course.
Caleb, thank you.
All right, Caleb, thank you so much for following that. We'll look for those official statements coming out hopefully later for you. Right now,